today. So super awesome. We're going to get into a lot of the nitty gritty. A lot of times we do this and we have, top agent panelists on, which is awesome. But this is one where we're really just going to deep dive into features. You guys can have your phone open. You can have your computer open if you want to do this stuff along with us. It's really good to have like a working session every once in a while with Kayla and I. All right, we are going to get into it. Hello, hello, everyone. We are Rachel and Kayla Summers from HomeStack. Hey, Kayla.
Hi.
So we're going to get into building a winning real estate tech stack, essential tools and features for profitability in 2026. So we talk a lot about what this problem is, right? It's like you have your CRM, you have your website, you have, lead gen coming from all of these different systems, and then you have your app. We want to bring all of this together through your mobile app. It is a crucial part of your tech stack because it centralizes your client communication. It streamlines property search and process, and it strengthens client relationships in a way that other tools cannot because it's on your customers' phones where they're at 24/7, right? This is where phone addiction can kind of work in our favor as realtors who have a custom real estate app because it's putting your brand in front of them. And you want to make sure that you're positioning your app in 2026 as the central hub for your client facing technology rather than like just another tool, right? We always want to think about our app as like the top of the funnel, maybe middle of the funnel, but it's really that place where it's the first face that you put forward to your customers, right? It makes you look more tech savvy. It's got your brand on it. And it's just really the place where you want your customers coming in. So that's a good way to think about it. You also then have those push notifications. We're going to talk a little bit about deeper CRM integrations today. You can chat with people, put virtual 3D tours in there now. So the possibilities are really becoming endless for this app to be your central hub again for engagement, operational efficiency, and ensuring business remains competitive going into 2026. Again, things are crazy, right? Everybody has TikTok brain and everybody is on their phones. So let's get into it. Let's bring it all together. You guys spoke, our tech team listened, and we're going to dive into all of these highly requested features that are going to centralize everything into your app. So, Kayla, take it away. Some of you may know about this feature, some of you may not, but we really want, again, you guys to open up your phones and do this stuff along with us. Take it away, Kayla, for open house mode.
Absolutely. So this is one of our newer features that we're really excited for everyone here to take advantage of. So open house mode is integrated directly into your app. It's going to make it really intuitive and easy to use, basically transforming your passive foot traffic that you see flow through your open house. Gone are the days of them signing into a sheet where you're like, who is this? I can't even read it. It's probably a doctor. So now you have a tool where you can open up any listing in your app. And I'm actually going to take you along with me for this because I love a good live demonstration. Let's see if I can go ahead and allow myself in here to share my phone for you all to see. So one thing I like to share as I kind of share my phone here, I am in dark mode, which your phone does do for your app, which is amazing. So while I'm under my own featured listing here, I'm going to click in the top
Kayla,
right
I,
hand
I
corner.
can't, I might have to stop my share. I'm not sure. I wasn't seeing
Oh,
your, go ahead.
try again.
There
Let
we go. Okay, cool.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, so my phone is in dark mode, which the app does have those capabilities. I'm going to click in the top right-hand corner for those three little dots to engage either a custom QR code specific to this listing, specific to you as the agent and your app. A really great way to kind of showcase this. But I'm going to click here on open house mode. So now anyone walking through my open house can simply fill in their name, email, phone number, are they currently working with an agent, and then sign in. And then this is really going to streamline this process for you. Immediately add them into your app and your pipeline, if you will. And if you have your CRM attached, it will also flow over into your CRM. So what this is basically doing is creating a profile for that user, tagging them that you met them in an open house, So you can start to kind of do those follow-ups immediately after your open house. And then on the user buyer side, they're going to receive a branded welcome email. That listing is going to be added to their favorites, which means that auto nurture is going to immediately kick in when there is a price or status change. So again, immediately getting them into that pipeline, into your ecosystem, if you will, for a tailored follow-up. So let's pop back over to your screen there, Rachel.
Very cool. It also, if you all want to do the QR code, you can also pop up a QR code, which is cool. If you're like, I feel weird handing them my phone to like fill out a form. I think sometimes just scanning the QR code, it has the same functionality where it does tie back to that listing, which is pretty cool. You can use that QR code on other marketing stuff if you want to do direct marketing to that listing, which is pretty cool.
Absolutely. Put it
Well,
on a flyer sheet for the open house. It's very much like that digital business card, if you will.
that's a
You
good
can
one,
also see
Kayla.
here we have a tablet version. So bring it up on a tablet if you're not wanting to use your phone. I think you said, Rachel, you've even seen a client use the laptop before as well.
Yeah, somebody the other day was like, "Will this work on a laptop? Because I don't have a tablet and I feel like I don't want to hand people my phone." And I was like, "Let's try it." So I downloaded it on my son's laptop and it worked completely. It was really cool. So if you want to have like a laptop open, having people sign in that way too. I think just the digital sign in is just much more 2026 than like somebody scribbling like a fake phone number on that like sign in sheet. I think that's kind of like donezo, guys, right? Awesome. So let's get into one of our other new features, creating users, imports, and bulk uploads. So this is something that we have really, really dialed into over the past year, I would say. You've always had that ability to like invite friends, text your link to somebody, and share your link where it's kind of like leaving it on them to sign in and create their own account, I will say. We do need them to sign in still, but we like create their own account. This is great as far as creating the user. If you're in like a buyer consult, a listing presentation, and you're like, you know what? I just want to make it a part of my process to create an account for every single person that I'm interacting with. And so I do always like to review this really quick. So if y'all are in your app and you click on more or resources, sometimes it says resources, and you click on invite friends, you'll now notice that there is this option at the top that says create user. I review this in almost every single one of my trainings because it is so crucial to having your app and getting people in. Again, if you're in that buyer consult, the listing presentation, hey, I have my own app. It's private, it's custom, it's concierge. Let me just create a profile for you. Create user, pop in their name, their email, their phone number. You can give them a password of 12345 6. You can auto generate it. I think it's nice to do 12345 6 in case somebody comes back to you and they were like, "What's my password?" I mean, we know how our clients and customers are. So it's nice to just be like, "Oh, it's 12345 6." If you guys click send welcome email, send text message, they will get both a welcome email and a welcome text saying, hey, an account has been created for you on, XYZ app. Here's your email, your password is 12345 6, and here's where you can download. It is really, really nice, again, to just alleviate a step of them having to do something and then they're just already in there. And it's really nice. You could also then, set up a saved search for them or do something more so that it puts them on that property drip, which is a good kind of like best practice. Like create them as a user, put them on a saved search. Kayla's going to show us how to do that in a little bit. But these are kind of like the ways that you can get more people into your app. If you want to create users at scale, we do have something that is called a bulk user upload. So I wanted to review this one because it's in your dashboard and you guys can do it yourselves, but not that it's hidden, but it's like you might not notice it unless we're pointing it out to you. So say you're like, I would love to do that create user thing, but I don't want to go through one by one and add 20 users or 50 users. I'd love to add like 50 or 100. Kayla, walk us through the bulk user upload process, if you will, so that people can kind of do that create user thing at scale.
Yeah, absolutely. So bulk user is definitely one of those hidden gems that I love that can instantly help grow your app usage and then kind of help you re-engage with clients maybe you haven't spoken to in even a few years. Shout out to a Seattle group, Lucas Pinto group, who found that same success. We did a bulk user upload, and then he was like, "Hey, I just saw a client that I haven't spoken to in a few years moving on around in my app." So that's a really great reach out opportunity. So to do this, I'm going to go ahead and take you on through the dashboard. And let's see. Rachel, can you see my screen popping up there for you?
Let me see. Yep, got it.
Perfect. So via your dashboard, the backend command center to your app, again, that's dashboard.homestack.com. You want to click on your user tab here, and you're going to notice those fancy top buttons in the top right. So you got new user, exactly what Rachel was just explaining. You can pop in a user one at a time. But if you have quite a few that you're like, I'd love to get these into the app, let's go ahead and do the bulk user upload. So from here, you have two options. You can download the CSV template. I personally really like to use the Google Sheet template.
I
And
do
what
too.
this is going to basically grab from you is you want their email, their name, their phone number, and then we're going to create a generic password for them and then send them that welcome email. So, kind of what Rachel was saying, regardless if you have 50 people in your ecosystem or thousands that you've met over time, let's get those into the app for you by adding them in here, getting that branded welcome email out to them, which then is going to create some really great follow-up opportunities. So you can always pop into here and be able to see who completed that setup from that bulk user upload. Every user will be tagged as completed setup once they download and log into the app for the first time. So I have really great opportunities here. Hey, Scarlett, thanks for downloading my app. Here are the benefits you're now going to receive. But maybe I want to reach out to Nina, who hasn't completed that setup but was invited, and saying, "Hey, Nina, let me know if you need assistance. Here are all the benefits you're going to receive once you download and log into the app. Your profile is already waiting for you. I've got you covered." So I think not only do you have those follow-up opportunities, but you're really rolling out that red carpet, or as I like to call it, that luxury concierge service that you're offering your clients by taking that step for them and making those steps by creating that profile.
That's awesome, Kayla. I love the fact that you talked about the follow-up if somebody didn't complete setup, because we're really creating a profile for them, but they still do need to like log in, and we still do want to get them into the app because that's where the bread and butter is, where all those insights are, where you can see everything that they're doing. So that's a really good point. And some teams have done that really well where they have like full on campaigns of like, okay, we're going to do a bulk user upload, and then we're going to make 3 phone calls, or we're going to send an email sequence, or like there's a lot of cool follow-up opportunities there. Awesome, Kayla.
Absolutely. And consistency is really going to be key with this. I think, back in the day, it used to be the rule of three. People had to see something 3 times in order to engage. But like you said, we all have like TikTok and just social media brain where we have to see something a few more times now in this day and age to have it register like, oh, they invited me. Oh, this is available. So stay consistent with that follow-up for sure.
Awesome. I love this. Carrie Clausen, she said, we have our logo and our app QR code on a sandwich board at the open house entry. Amazing idea. I love, love, love that. Really, really cool. Let me see if there's any other. I know Evie's answering questions like crazy on the back end, but I just wanted to see if there was anything that we needed to kind of bring up to the group.
And while you do that, Rachel, if anyone is interested in this bulk user upload and you're like, oh, I don't have the time to pull that CSV and go through the process of adding it to this template, reach out to your account manager. We're really happy to help you and your team upload those on your behalf to make sure that those go through pretty seamlessly for you all.
Yeah, let us know if y'all want to reach out to us. If you work with either, Kayla, Evie, or I, shoot us a quick email and say, I'd love to know more about the bulk user upload, and we can help y'all do that. Next on the agenda is CRM import and engage. So this is where that tech stack really comes together. Is here's your CRM, here's your app. Let's make everything talk to each other. We are going really deep with a lot of these CRMs this year to not just make it one way, which we've had for a lot of years, but to do a two-way sync and engage. Right now, we currently have this with Follow Up Boss. We currently have this with Bold Trail. And all those ones on the list, we're kind of working our way through. Lofty is next, Go High Level is next. There's Reach Out on the list that are kind of on deck, if you will. So, this instantly kind of sends the user invite back and forth. We can do a direct import from your CRM. It's a great way to gain more users faster. Your tags go between CRMs, and it is a nice kind of direct lead import. And then you can see in your CRM everything that person is searching, saving, favoriting. It's like alerting you and giving you little nudges in your CRM as well. So if y'all have a different CRM that's not Follow Up Boss or Bold Trail or, some of the others, y'all can pop that in and let us know as well, because we're kind of taking some inventory of some of the new ones to work on. Or if you're like, hey, what else does this kind of entail? Y'all can reach out to us as well. Email us just for like bulk user import, and we can get a little deeper and have like an integrations meeting on this and come up with a little strategy for you. This is really, really important though, to not, again, going back to that fragmentation, have your tools fragmented. In some sort of way, we want to connect these. So even if it's like, okay, every time you have an open house and you're using that open house mode, somebody downloads the app, at least if we're getting them into your CRM, that's huge. That's kind of step one. And then step two is how can we make it the two-way sync? So let us know again if you have one of these CRMs that you're not seeing on this page, or if you're like at wish list CRM or one that I didn't mention. Definitely let us know. And then again, reach out to us via email if you want us to set up a deeper integration or do like a 2.0, because again, that's really, really important. And that's what is going to help you build this overall tech stack. Okay, so Ben, hey Ben Guyton, he said Real Geeks, cool. We can get Real Geeks going for you. Shoot me an email. Okay, so we talked about a lot about creating users, doing a bulk user import, and doing these things at scale. But say you get somebody in there or you create a user. I kind of talked about the best practice, the next best practice of setting them up on a saved search. Some of you are doing this maybe from MLS. Maybe you're doing this from some sort of CRM or something, but MLS is pretty clunky to the consumer. It looks a little bit like, 1997 on their end. They're only getting this email that probably usually goes into their junk or spam. So Kayla, fill us in a little bit about the benefits of setting them up on a saved search from the app and how that's a little bit more instantaneous for your clients to get.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one of those other benefits you're going to see too is getting them set up in your app is you're instantly going to be able to follow their journey along, which you don't necessarily get with the MLS. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, share you over to my phone. Let me know when you see that, Rachel.
We're good. I'm seeing it.
All right, perfect. So again, my phone is in dark mode, which your app does have. So there's a few different ways that you can set up a client for a saved search. So one of the first ones, just because I land here on the map view, is actually drawing or searching on this map. So you can search city, zip, address, neighborhood, school district directly from your top bar here, or you can even access the drawn map, which I really love to utilize just because if you're trying to pinpoint an area for a client, you can do so with the little finger in the swoosh here in the bottom right-hand corner. So let's say that my client wants to live here in north of Montana. So I'm just going to chunkily add that in. And then maybe they want a little piece of Brentwood here, but nothing in between. So not only can we set up the save search, but you can do pocket regions, multi-regions, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. And then it's going to narrow down that search to the polygons I created, where I can now step into my filters in the top right-hand corner. And again, break this down and add some specifications here. We'll say my client is looking in this range, maybe for a house, apply filters. Now from here, when I go to hit save this search, I can either save this for myself, or if I click on the arrow, I can save this to an existing client. Now remember, if we did that bulk user upload or we created a profile, they will be listed here. So you can still set up a saved search for someone who hasn't necessarily even downloaded the app yet. Really, again, rolling out that red carpet. So I'm going to select Scarlett here. We can rename this search if we wanted to, add some emojis if we really wanted to add some flair to it. And then two options, both email and or push notification. Now, again, those that we've just invited, they will receive those email notifications, again, prompting them that they have a search available in your app. So we'll save this search for Scarlett. It has been saved for her. Some alternative ways that you can set up a saved search is from your Insights tab. Again, I like to call this your crystal ball of the app, right? This is going to be that benefit of being able to set up a saved search in your app and seeing those key movements that your clients and users are doing. So let's pop into Scarlett as that continued example. We are able to pop on down here to see any recently saved search results. So regardless if we set her up for a search or she set herself up for one, we're going to see those properties pull through here, but we can absolutely create another saved search for her and set that up here. Or alternatively, some of you might even see an insights report down below. Now, this is essentially going to be an AI tool that's going to come through everything Scarlett is doing and help us create a suggested saved search, which you can take those suggestions, add a little bit to it, and set them up for that. Now, via your dashboard, again, that backend command center, you can also set them up on a saved search there as well. So we'll continue with our girl Scarlett here, popping in. And look, we can even see that saved search we just created for her already popping up. We can go in and modify that if we need to, change anything if she has some feedback, but we can absolutely create a saved search here. Your biggest difference you're going to notice is this map is quite literally just a map for you to utilize to centralize that zone that you're setting up for them. You won't see any active listings, but same idea, go through, create that, just pop on down and hit save. And then those listings will be in auto nurture to immediately start sending once new listings hit the market.
Awesome. Yeah, and setting them up on the app, the hugest difference is that your customers getting push notifications to their phone when new properties hit the market. They're not just getting
Exactly.
those emails that are getting lost in the sauce, right?
And even if a client never turned on their push notifications, they're still going to see that little one on the app. And if they're like me, I love to clear those out. I need to be like, ooh, what's this? And then make sure that little one goes away. So they're still getting those notifications, you know, pulling through in their app.
Gotta clear the notifications. Love that. Awesome. So this was one of probably next to the multi-user search, one of our most requested features from agents across the entire country, Canada, Mexico, and beyond. Everybody wanted curated shared lists. So what this means is that you all as agents can now put together a list of properties and hand deliver this curated list to your customers. Not literally hand delivered, but you will be sending it to them via email, push notification. But it's basically a really nice curated list that you can send them to prove your value as an agent, right? Because any person can go on and just search for properties on the internet, but you want to prove your value as a realtor and say, hey, I selected this for you because I understand you, I understand your wants, I understand your needs, and here's this curated list, and this is what I can do for you. So with your app, it's even better because you're delivering it right to their phone, right? So I'm gonna pop up my phone and show y'all how to use this in the app. Y'all can do this along with us, or you can just kind of watch when my phone decides to share. Cool. So when you are on the phone, previously, you can go through on any listing, you can click on that heart, and previously it would just add it to like this long list of favorites. Rachel favorited something, Mike loves something. Now you're going to notice if you haven't played around with the favorites in a while that you can create different lists based on you or your customer's home search journey. So, you can make one for Emily's homes, one called Go Sees. A lot of agents like to put these together before they're going to do, a day of showings with people. Or, you could make one that's just dream homes, so on and so forth. It kind of starts to create almost like Pinterest boards for you or your client's home search journey. If your client clicks it, it's going to also say, hey, would you like to schedule a tour for this house? Because people who schedule a tour are 5 to 7% more likely to convert. But if you don't want to and you're just the agent and you're loading it up for your customer, when you go down into your favorites, now you're going to see several lists or Pinterest boards, if you will, that kind of come together based on your client's home search journey. Now, when you want to hand deliver this, if you will, to your customer and you're on your phone, there's a little checkerboard in the upper right hand corner. It says favorites, and then there's that little checkerboard. When you click on that little checkerboard, it's going to pull open all of these lists. And this is our demo app, so it's just loading up here for a second. And then once that loads, there's going to be a little share arrow that's going to pop up in the upper right. When that share icon, I should say, not arrow, pops up, it's going to give you the ability to be able to pick which customer you want to share that to. So go up here, let that load up a little bit. And then when you click on that share arrow, it's going to say, hey, do you want to share this to? You can pick your customer's name, and it's going to allow you to share it to one person, multiple people at one time. You can leave them a nice little message. You can see some of the messages on here that will pop up like, hey, you'll love this one, or check these out before we go see them tomorrow. So it's a really nice way, again, of proving that value and kind of hand delivering that list right to your customer. Again, your customer will get that list via email, via push notification, and it'll say, hey, you have a list that's been shared with you in your app. So there's an in-app notification as well. So try these out. These are really, really fun and cool. And again, it's a really great way of getting those lists right to your customers. All right, what is next on our list? Or if y'all have any questions on the shared lists, feel free to pop that in. I know Evie's answering a lot of questions on the back end, but this is a really good one, and this is one that you want to really start to use on the daily. Okay, one of our most exciting new features that Kayla's going to dip into is called super listings. And these are our AI virtual tours. So Kayla, get into a little bit about how these work and how cool they are.
Yeah, absolutely. So we really wanted to help you all transform a standard property listing that has just the still photos, because right now video is king, right? But you might not always have the budget to have an entire videography crew come in to do pan throughs. So we really wanted to have a way to assist in helping generate that. So you can kind of see from the little video here, it'll take you through it, but I'll actually take you into how you can generate these in live time directly from your dashboard. So I'm going to take over the share here. Rachel, let me know when you can see that.
Got it.
Awesome. So from your dashboard, you're going to have a tab called featured listings. Now, these are your own listings pulling through based off of your MLS email and or license number. Now, you're going to notice on the right-hand side, two columns over, you're going to have a little tab that says generate video. So now if I click on this, I have an opportunity to select up to 10 photos and then go through the generation process. Each video is $35, a way better price than having, again, that videography come through. So if you're working with a client, you're like, I really want to be able to add something to this. This is a great way to do it. It's going to generate that video for you based off of the photos you selected or AI selected. And then you're going to have a tab here that says download. So once that video has completed, you'll be able to take this video in the three little dots in the bottom right-hand corner and download it. You own this video once it's generated, so you can continuously add it onto other marketing materials like pop it into Canva, add a voiceover, add some text or music. But it will also show on your listing. So it'll take some of that top spot in the photo carousel and instantly show when they go to the cards view or the listing view. So I think this is a really great way to give a little bit more value to the listings, really showcase to your seller you're going above and beyond, and being able to stretch that budget to not only have a video in your app, but be able to use that in other marketing materials as well. I've seen some really cool videos come out from this, and I think Rachel, you actually have created a video with some voiceover if you want to share that one too.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool. It was all done with AI voiceover. There's a program called Opus Clips. There's several others out there that are pretty cool, but basically took the video from the app, popped it in. People do this in Canva and then put it on their Instagram stories. You don't even have to have the voiceover.
Check out the stunning house tour from elegant exteriors to luxurious interiors.
I mean, this is a
Stunning
stunning
new
home.
construction luxury home in the heart of Haddonfield. Walk to downtown. Welcome to this exceptional 6-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom, new construction masterpiece. Ideally located just minutes from charming downtown Haddonfield. Designed for both elegance and everyday comfort, this home blends timeless architectural details with modern luxury. Schedule your private tour today and fall in love with everything this exceptional home has to offer.
So again, possibilities are endless for wherever y'all want to put that video, but it is much more engaging when you're scrolling on Instagram to have this whole immersive video walkthrough than just to be like, oh, it's the front door, right? Like what makes you want to click? What makes you want to engage with something on social media? It's not just a picture of a door that says just sold or just listed, right? We have to go beyond the just sold and the just listed on social media to really engage with our audience. That is very baseline at this point for realtors. But if you actually want to engage with people and bring them in from your social media and get attention to that listing you're selling, then you really do want to have some sort of video walkthrough. That's kind of the baseline now, is video at this point and at this stage in the game. All
Absolutely.
right. If anyone, I know there's a lot of questions coming through. Let me see if there's any questions about that we can. Oh, everybody said, is there a recording that people want to watch later? Absolutely. If you guys registered, you will get this recording. It will also go on YouTube probably in a day or two. We have usually been putting them on YouTube now. If you guys have never been to our YouTube, we're at HomeStack Apps, and we can pop on there in a second. But we have one more feature to reveal today before we talk about our really cool contest that we have going on. This is advanced showing requests. So previously in the app, somebody would pull up a listing. There was always a button at the bottom that said schedule a showing. The customer could pick a date, and then it would just ping the agent and say, hey, somebody requested a showing. And it was kind of like up to the agent to kind of just follow up on it. Now it is a little bit more immersive and engaging, and a little bit more like one of the traditional apps where you can schedule a showing. So it's going to pop up and it's going to say, hey, do you want to accept this time? Do you want to schedule a different time, suggest a new time, or the agent can say accept. It also goes in to email the customer, and it emails the agent as well. When the note will be in there, the location of the listing will be in there. It's pretty cool. And then it's also in your app's insights section. So I'll pull up and show that to y'all as well. So this literally was just released maybe yesterday or the day before, Kayla. So this is brand new. As with anything at HomeStack, you always want to test something out. But it is pretty cool to be able to have a little bit more of an advanced showing schedule, because previously, again, it was just a little bit more baseline, but now it is definitely immersive. So let's see what this looks like on the agent end for, of course, Scarlett, because we know she's our girl. We've been working with Scarlett all day today. So I'm going to pop back on to my phone and show y'all what this looks like in the app. And you can see how it looks in your app's insights. Also, if y'all don't pop into your app's insights every single day, you're not doing it right. You have to be on your app every single morning. If you're having your coffee, if you're having your tea, if you're having your smoothie, whatever you do, I think that's really the perfect time to open up your app and click on this button at the bottom that says Insights. What's awesome about this Insights button, beyond the showing requests, is that you can just literally see every single thing your person is doing. You get a nice overview. You can even see the times people are searching on your app. If you want to see one person really specifically, I'm going to go into Scarlett. The first thing you're now going to see at the top of the page is Scarlett's showing requests. So let's get that going for Scarlett. Just had it up here a second ago. You're going to be able to see all of this in the app. And you can see that she is presently online. You can see she has completed setup, all those kind of custom tags in there, which are pretty cool. But now you can see her viewing requests. So you can kind of get in here and you can see, okay, she booked this one. If we go onto here, you can see her user information. Her email is right there. Her requested date and time, the note that has been sent from the customer, you can accept it, you can cancel, or you can suggest different times. Boom! How much more interactive is this showing request and this showing situation? Again, bringing this all together, bringing it to better communication between you and your customer, and just bringing it to a better overall customer satisfaction and experience. So again, test this out with your customers, see how this goes, and try to, again, make it a part of your daily showings and requests. And of course, always follow up just on any notifications that you get between you and your customer. That's always like a little nudge or a little ping to make sure that you're, reaching out to your customers on the regular, especially when you see them that they're live and online. So very, very cool. Kayla, do you have anything else to add to the viewing requests?
I actually do. I'll give you all a
I
little
knew she
sneak-
would. I knew she would.
I wanted to give you all a little sneak peek on Scarlett's side. Why do I have access to Scarlett? I'll never tell my secrets, but I'll actually go ahead and share my screen here and show you what this looks like from a user point of view, because really that call to action is making sure your clients can easily schedule a showing with you. Rachel, can you see my screen there?
Hold on one sec. There we go.
All right, so I am currently logged in as Scarlett in our HomeStack app. I've selected a listing here. Now, again, that call to action, we have this static button here, schedule showing. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on that where I have a calendar to select a day, a time, and add a note. So it's very easy for any user to be able to engage with this. So let's say I select today and want to see if Agent Evie is available around 3 p.m. and I can add a note in here. Let's say 3 p.m. or later. Confirm and send. It's going to show me my request here. Got it. And I can also edit this request as a user. If I was like, oh shoot, I'm no longer available at 3, let's go ahead and pop this over to my agent. Or of course, I can always pop into my chat and be able to communicate with Agent Evie there as well. So just wanted to give you a little sneak peek of what the user sees.
Very cool, Kayla. I'm happy you had that Scarlet view. It looks really, really cool. It looks really, really beautiful. And it's pretty smooth from what I have seen so far.
Absolutely.
Amazing. So new features, features that are a little bit more detailed, features that are bringing it all together, CRM integrations. There's a lot going on. And we're introducing our home hub in 2026, which is going to be really cool too. Just giving that as a little teaser out there. It's similar to something like a HomeBot or a Fellow. That is early 2026, but I always just like to give a little teaser. But something that we really, really want to talk about today is, drum roll please, our National App Day contest. You guys have had Pizza Day, ice cream day, pancake day, all of the crazy days. But of course, the one that is near and dear to our hearts, which is December 11th, is National App Day. If you didn't know, now you know. We discovered this, I think, about 3 or 4 years ago, and we're like, oh my God, there's a National App Day. This is so cool. What can we do with this? We have been running a contest for the past 3 or 4 years. I've lost track, but it's always really, really fun. We are doing a little bit of a twist on it this year. So Generally, you enter the contest, you post about your app, you tag us in a post or a reel or a story. You do something cool on social media. You post it on December 11th, National App Day, and you're entered into a contest to win a bunch of cool prizes. This year, to even help you out, we're kind of going to stretch it into a 30-day app marketing challenge. I have done this for planking. I have done this for learning how to use AI. 30-day challenges are really, really cool because some of the best things that it does is it gets you into healthy habits. And a healthy app habit is, how can you get more users? I get asked all the time, how can I get more people in my app? Well, don't be a secret agent. Get it out there on your social media. Invite 5 people a day. Put your app download link in your link in bio. So if you guys enter the contest, you will not only be entered into the contest, you will not only get social media templates for Canva that you can use, but you'll always also get this list of the 30-day app marketing challenges. This is a simple guide. It's nothing crazy. They're actionable strategies that you can use every single day to gain app users, generate leads, and most importantly, call attention to you and your brand, that you are that tech savvy realtor that's going to be able to help people on their home search journey. So we're going to drop the link to enter the contest. Over the next 30 days, y'all can, do this little challenge and do some of these things. Anything that you do, tag us in. And then, the big culminating event obviously is December 11th. And we want everybody kind of posting their videos on December 11th. But I know you can post stuff obviously up until that time. So we're going to post the link to enter. As far as the prizes go, our grand prize last year, this was one of our teams that won the grand prize last year. We give y'all a happy hour that you can do with friends, your team, your office, your family. It's a really, really cool way to participate. So this is the grand prize. We're also going to give away some of those free super listing 3D tours. So those will be some of the prizes. And we've got some other little fun prizes in there as well. So definitely enter. You'll get social media templates. You'll get the 30-day challenge. And it'll get you into better habits, routines. And of course, it's a lot of fun. So we're going to drop the type form that you have to fill out here in a minute to enter the contest. And then you will get those materials over the course of the next couple of days. Let's open it up to some questions. I know there was so many questions that got asked throughout this one. These ones where we're kind of showing new features are always a great way to ping pong, give feedback, and have a really nice active session where we're learning stuff hands-on. Okay, gonna pop in and see if there are any questions that were asked on the back end. Going through here.
While you do that, Rachel, I definitely want to speak to the app day and the 30-day challenge. Now, if you have either yourself and you don't feel like you're as active in the app, or you have a team and you really want to boost up that morale, once you fill out that form and you get that 30-day challenge, it's not that complicated, I promise. And I'll actually be posting on our social medias daily about that day's challenge. And it's simple things like making sure to add your app to your email signature. How many of us are at fault for being like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that email signature? So it's going to be really simple things, and I'll help you all walk through that. So make sure yourself and your team joins our social media channels to see those videos where I talk about that day's challenge and what it is and how easy it is to complete.
Cool. Okay, so we have some questions. Ben Guyton, hey Ben, how's it going? He said, I cannot find how to draw on the map when setting up a saved search. Kayla, do you want to share and just do draw on map real quick again?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's pop back on
Pop
over
mine here, and I'll just kind of go.
into the app. Now, I am logged in here as a user, but it's the same process. Once you are on your search tab in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see a little finger with a swoosh in the bottom right-hand corner. So you just want to select that, and then you're quite literally just taking your finger and then drawing on the map. Now, if you ever have a little fat finger approach, like sometimes I'm like, oh shoot, I messed that up. You can of course cancel and apply again, but you can modify it in the dashboard once you complete this. So don't feel like you have to be exactly precise in the moment. So then we're just going to hit apply, and then it's going to narrow down our search to that polygon. Or you can also do the multi-polygon, draw your first one here. Perfect. And then add another one, and you can add up to 3 polygons to any of
There was
the
another
images.
kind of related question, Kayla, while you're in there from
Yeah,
Miriam. Where do I find my saved clients list on the app? Like the
great
list of clients.
question.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
what.
let me go ahead and pop back in here as an agent so we can check that
Oh
out.
yeah, you're on the client view. Yeah.
Mhm.
That is in the Insights tab. So if y'all are on your app, while Kayla's pulling hers up, I'll kind of just like explain it. It says search alerts or let me see the order that it's in. I always have to have it in front of me. Search, activity, favorites, and then there's an insights button at the bottom. That button is just available to agents. Your clients won't have that button. And in there at the very top, there's a button that says activity, and then there's a button that says users. And when you click on users, that's where you're going to see the whole list of everyone that you have in your app.
Yep, so your Insights tab, activity, users, you can select your user. We'll select Scarlett here as that example. We can even pop on down and be able to see what's in her favorites right from here. So again, these analytics you don't get with the MLS, right? How many times have they shared the app out? How many alerts have been sent to them? Logins, all the way down to even their most active time in the app. I think this is such a really great way to connect with your client when their intent is high. So Scarlett here, her search is mainly in the mornings. That's my time that I'm going to target to reach out to Scarlett because that is when her search is most active. So play around with your Insights tab and clicking into the profile. I promise you, this app is not going to have a domino effect where you're going to click one thing and then it all falls apart. Poke and prod, play around and poke anything you can in their profiles to get yourself familiar with it.
Kayla, we did have another question come through from Khalid. Can you demo open house mode again and
Yeah,
how to
absolutely.
set up open house mode? I get asked this a lot too, so this is a good one to kind of show again. So
Yeah.
if you're having an open house, you want to use open house mode this weekend, what do we do? Start from
All
the
right, so we're going to locate our listing. Click in the top right-hand corner of the listing, those 3 little dots that pull through. This is where you can generate that custom QR code for the listing, add it onto any type of marketing materials, or even just show it as you're walking around. So if you're not near an iPad or a laptop and you're like, hey, go ahead and scan, they'll be able to essentially have a flyer sheet, if you will, on their phone so they can view this listing as they're walking around. Or we have that open house mode. So this is in your app, you're activating this. There is going to be an open house tab in your dashboard. That's essentially where you're going to be able to modify this welcome message that pulls through. So again, they can add their name, email, phone number. Are they currently working with an agent, right? That's fantastic information to have on your back end. And then when we go to your back end, I'm going to show you right here that open house message is where you can go ahead and pop in here, modify that message, see your recent result from that open house, how many
This is
are
so
working with an
cool.
agent. So cool. And this has even evolved since we first released this as well. So I
Yeah.
really love what our tech team is doing on the back end. And then under the user tab, you're going to notice there's going to be those tags that kind of mention that we automatically populate open house mode. Open house mode has agent. So we can quickly filter anyone who's visited and signed in via that open house. And thank Hank Hill here for joining. I mean, he's ready to leave Texas, apparently. Let's get him in here. So really, really great ways to continue that follow-up as well.
Awesome, Kayla. Yes, we've had so many good questions come through. Just a reminder, Evie did post on the back end our entry form for National App Day. Again, this is a great way to get into good habits. It's a great way to win a happy hour for your office, team, friends, family, whomever. Maybe win some of those free virtual tours and some other really cool, fun prizes. So enter, get those Canva templates, get the challenge. It has all the information on here. Evie also posted our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel has been on fire, if I do say so myself, over the past year. We've put a lot more of our webinars on here, client stories. We even have like some YouTube shorts if you just want some of those quick hits. There's just a lot of really, really cool stuff on here if you want to take your time and kind of peruse some of the things that are happening on here. But our video from this session will be posted on here as well. So if you'll want to check in here later, you will get the recording, but it's nice that we kind of just put them on here as well. And we have a lot of our client stories. We work with some of the top agents in the entire country. So we do get all of their best ideas and we love to share them with you all, which is why we like to do these webinars. Cool. So is there any other questions? We have a couple more minutes left. I know that there, have been a lot of questions happening. Are there instructions to do the listing video on your YouTube site? I think you're talking about, Miriam, the how to do the super listings video. And Kayla, do we have a video on how to do super listings? I can't remember.
I don't think so, but I will go ahead and pop in our help article that will take you step by step on how to create a super listing.
Oh, cool. We have a help article on that, so we'll pop that in. Awesome.
I put it in there, guys.
Thank you, Evie.
Evie's one step ahead of us today.
And guys, there is a video on that support article, so that should be able to help.
Cool. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Amazing. Whoo, we still have a few questions coming in.
And speaking of those super listings, now the video, one video is $35, but there are subscriptions as well. So if your team is knocking it out of the park right now and you have a ton of listings that you'd like to do some of those for as a bulk, if you will, connect with your account manager. We can absolutely go over those subscription pricing with you so you get a little bit of break on that per video price.
This is a good question. Susan, hey Susan from Park 46. She said, if I name a saved search Ruby Hill and a client does the same thing, what happens? That's an interesting question. I mean, you might want to make yours in that case a little more specific to the client so that it could differentiate them. I've never been asked that question before. That's interesting. Maybe you want to call it like Ruby Hill from Susan, or Ruby Hill from your agent, or something a little more specific. That would be my advice. What do you think, Kayla?
Yeah, I've seen agents do in little parentheses like agent created, just kind of showcasing to their client that they're the ones who created that on their behalf.
Cool. Yeah, that would be my advice, is just kind of offer it up in that kind of way. That's pretty cool. Roseanne, how does one get to their QR code? That is a good question. So there's a couple different places that y'all can grab your QR codes. If you are in your computer dashboard, you can go to dashboard.homestack.com and y'all would log in with your email and your password. And there's a tab over on the left that says marketing. It's got your invite link there. It's got your QR code at the bottom here. You can download it and save it on your desktop. If you are on your phone, it's in that same spot where you created user or you share your link under invite friends. And there is your QR code in there as well, where you could just say show QR code and it pops right up. You can, do that where you're showing it to your phone. If you want to put your QR code on things from the phone, you can just take a screenshot of it and, add it to other places as well. Great questions. I love this. Okay.
So she's already ready for that 30-day challenge.
I know. Do the 30-day challenge. I love it. Okay. We are running up on time. We'll see if any ones still came through. I think we're pretty good. Abby's been answering a ton on the back end. Mhm. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We'll leave it open for Evie to just kind of answer some stuff on the back end. Does anyone have questions about App Day? Please put that in. Again, we've done this for 3 years, I think now. It's always really, really fun. And it almost forces you a little bit out of your comfort zone sometimes, too, right? Maybe you don't like to get on camera. Maybe you don't post those kinds of videos, or maybe you just want to be more active on your social media. The app is a really great way to lead gen from your social media and kind of pull people into your ecosystem and your orbit from there as well. So the challenge and the app day contest kind of really pushes you in that direction as well. All right, amazing. Thank you so much, people, for being here with us today. This was a lot of fun, wasn't it, Kayla?
It was. I mean, we all have such a great passion for the app and teaching you, but I think having a deep dive into some of the features that you may not be utilizing is always a blast.
Yeah, awesome, guys. Thank you so, so much. And we'll see you on the next one. Happy apping, everybody. Bye.
Bye.